child should be heard?
Definitely. I feel every human or every human should be heard regardless of gender.
Okay.
Even it's so funny because in our world today, when we look at America, even animals' voice is being heard because there is a law guiding the well-being of animals.
Yes.
So why shouldn't we, the human, be heard?
Okay. Imagine, for instance, a girl that was raped and is told to shut up. How does she scream out? How does she come out?
I will advise her to go to the authority, like those that she knows that okay, they are going to help me. And it's really funny in our world today, especially okay in this African setting, where even the mother is trying to shut her up when she noticed that something is wrong or something has happened or transpired between the mother, the lady or the girl and the father. But it is up to the girl to take a stand that this thing I am going to report it regardless of emotion. She should take her emotion and the love she has for the person, maybe it is a relative, apart, and just this is your future, this is your life, this is someone is trying to cut your life short. You should take it as a threat. For you to be raped, it's a threat already. So report to the person that you know that will help you. Don't just tell anyone that will now report you back to the parents. Report to it's so good today that there are a lot of gender-based initiative and organizations. Even when you just going to the social media, you see lots of it, like lots of them rather, where you can report to. So she can just report to one of these organizations. They are going to fight for her, definitely.
Thank you.
Sorry, in addition to that, I think because you can't say a 5-year-old girl should go and report to which authority would a 5-year-old girl child report to. I think the thing is they are supposed to sit mothers down.
Yeah.
Mothers should have this relationship with their girl child. There's this I saw was it not last week that the love of father and daughters, that when they love each other, the bond is always strong. I think mothers should have this relationship with daughters, that there is nothing this your child, a daughter, would not tell you. Yesterday I was listening to a talk like that, and the host was asking one of the young teenagers that, can you tell your mom that you have a boyfriend? And she was like, I can't. Even while doing this, I can't. Mommy, I don't have a boyfriend. You can imagine. And she has. So I feel it is, you don't have to be scared. You need to have this love. If your girl child have this feeling of, I am safe, I am free with this woman, I can tell this woman anything, she will definitely tell you everything. Even if there is one uncle somewhere or the father, she will come out to you and tell you that this person is doing this thing. So I think it is basically they have to center it around mothers now. Mothers should be the voice. If you are old enough, there's something that is called consent. Consent is to seek for that person's approval before doing. And in Nigeria, it is from 18 years old that you can give consent. For rape victim, if you are 18 years old and if you are not up to 18 years old and you are telling a guy that have sex with me, an older man have sex with me, and they catch that man, he can be jailed for it. Because you are not up to 18 years old, you cannot give consent. So they will term it as sexual assault, which is like a rape. So for little children, their parents should be their voice, or their guardian should be their voice. Once you notice something like that, the first place to go to is the hospital. From the hospital, involve the police. There is a unit at every police station. We are here in Badagry General Hospital, Badagry Police Station. There's a center, there's a unit there. I think it is called the female, there's a name that they call the unit, that You just have to go to the desk. Don't talk to the other police officers that are at the other department. That unit, ask for that unit. Explain to them at that unit. They are there for that reason. And if you think you can't do that, there is in Lasot, there's a center that is called the Mirabel Center. It is made for sexually assaulted girls, rapes, and other victims, those that get pregnant. So you can report to them. But first, please go to the hospital to be sure that you are safe from sexually transmitted infections and every other, just to be sure that you are okay.
Okay, thank you. So, Wonder, what do you think the female gender should stand for in the 21st century?
Okay, the female gender is a very unique gender, and I believe that we should stand for equality. In this world today, there are so many things that are limiting girl child, and it is your choice to stand for what you believe. It is for you to stand up and let your voice be heard. You are not inferior to anybody. You are the best version of yourself. You should have the zeal to move forward. You should have the zeal to go places. You should not limit yourself because they are saying that this is where you belong, this is where you should stop, this is what you should do and not do. You have the ability and the capabilities to go more than you can imagine. Gender doesn't have to success doesn't have to do with gender. Going places doesn't have to do with gender. If you decide that you want to change something, you want to make something known, you want to impact others, you don't have to be a man to do it. You have every potential any other man has. Like they say that what a man can do, a man can do better. So you have the ability to do more than you can imagine. We have the right to be equal. We have the right to let our voice be heard. That's what I have to say.
So, Buki, what's your thought on this?
Yeah, I think the female gender should stand for everything great. Like, we need greatness from you. We need sheer potential. We need you to show the world who you are. We need women as great as Harriet Tubman. And we need us to emancipate from this cliche or this belief that our body is our beauty. Because if the world is supposed to go blind today, how many people will be able to see that beauty? We need females that will be able to reflect that beauty from within outside, that strength from within outside. Females that people we see as leader, female that can stand on their rights, female that they will, in their femininity rather, they will still be able to have everything pivoted or revolved around them.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to throw the questions to you guys, the last question, sorry. So how do we put a stop? How do we put an end to oppression in the 21st century?
It is quite very, technology has made things easy for us nowadays. And if we see somebody that is going through sexual abuse, harassment, and so on, there are some NGOs that can help. That is why we are here Beyond Beauty, actually. And there are various ways we can put a stop to this oppression. First, the girl child should know that this is you, this is your life, you can take charge of it. You should know that you have every right to be great, you have every right to go wherever you want to go. We should have this mindset that we are not limited. Because in this part of the world, what we grew up with is that the female girl is the inferior one and the guys are so we should remove that mindset from ourselves that we are not inferior to anybody. We have every right to grow and be great. So I think with that, by changing our mindset, I believe that we'll begin to change things among the girl child.
Okay, thank you very much. Buki?
Yeah. Yes. The female gender, just like the theme of this year's celebration, our voice, our equal future. Females, speak up. What is the point of having that voice if you are not going to speak? Because one day your generation or your coming generation, which will be female, if you do not speak up now, wonder where in history they have lost that voice. So you need to speak. You need to start speaking. When they tell you to keep short, keep speaking. Tell the world that voice that God has given you is not because He wants you to have the thoughts right inside of you. It's because He wants you to reflect that thought right from within you outside and change the world from with your voice. Revolve or revolute rather the world for change.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. There's a statistics that says children of women that attended or that had primary school education, the only primary school education, that children of such women, they have 40% chance of living above age 5. It means ordinary primary school, ordinary just going to primary school, and you now give birth. There is an assurance that your child, either a girl or a boy, would survive past the age of 5. So we can say that education is key. There is, I think for the solution to all this is, number one is education. If we can look at ourselves and we can see beyond ourselves, we can see beyond, we are just seated here, I'm just a girl, I'm just here, I'm just going to go to school, okay, my parents, they just want me to go to school and I'll get married and I'll keep it, okay, that's all. I don't have, if we can see beyond that you can make positive impact. Just during the week, we heard that Mrs. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, yes. So those are the things, I see those women, I see them as a challenge. They are older than I am, I know, but those are the challenges I look at. I look at Mrs. Folorunsho Alakija. Yeah. She's my role model. I look at that woman and I just want to be like her. If you can see beyond what everyone is saying, I think, and basically it is about self-development. It is about self-discovery. It is not until I am a doctor, I am a nurse, I am a lawyer before I can make it, before I can impact people. No. You can be in your field, you can be an entrepreneur and you'll be touching lives, you'll be saving souls. It is not just about, okay, if you are not, okay, there's this discrimination, gender discrimination of profession. They'll be like, if you are not a female, you can't be a nurse. If you are not a male, you can't be a doctor. So they'll bring it to the health, they'll bring it. So the health sector now is, the doctors, they'll feel like, okay, you make them feel superior. The nurses, inferior. Me, where I work, nobody can intimidate me because I can never be intimidated. As a doctor, you see me and you are saying that I have something upstairs. You cannot, how would you come and intimidate me? If you stand for what you know and you are sure that I know this thing, nobody will intimidate one. So I think it is about self-discovery and self-development. We have to build ourselves, skills. You have to empower ourselves. It is not just about, okay, I've gone to school and that is all, I'm going to graduate and that's all. No, still have something, have a vocation. No, learn how to bake, learn graphic designing, learn photography, learn things that even while at the comfort of your home, you are making money. The male gender, they will look at you as an asset. Even your husband will see you and will say, this lady, I can't use this lady. And you will sit down and you tell your husband that, please do this thing, and your husband will be happy doing it because he knows that you can't fail him. So he will definitely know what to fail you. So I feel then another thing is relating to the health aspect of it. A lot of girls, they miss school when they are menstruating. At least in a month, it is based on statistics too, that in a month, some girls, they miss school because of their menstruation. I think those NGOs, we can have a team play, a teamwork of providing. When I was in secondary school, always ultra pad. They come to school, they distribute pads to us. We have some girls that they can't afford it. They use tissue. you know how to show. They use clothes, bags, and these things are bad even to their health. It is bad. They are girls. It is bad. When they do all that and they now get married, then you hear something like infertility or something. They will say, she has done this. That is why she's not. But those things too can cause infection and other things to their body. So I feel communities or NGOs can come together. They can work together to provide pads, sanitary pads for girls. When you are having a menstrual pain, this is how you can manage it. You give ways, methods of managing menstrual pain. Okay, when you are having it, these are the drugs that you can use. They give them as first aid. They give pads. I think those things it would even boost the girls. It won't make girl feel like, okay, you can imagine a girl losing, not attending class, and maybe the next week, and the teacher is now asked, why didn't you come to school last week? And in front of the whole class, she's standing up to say, because I am menstruating. In this 21st century, but you would be surprised that out there are a lot of young girls that don't have money for pads, not even tissue, toilet paper. They don't have money for toilet paper, so they use rags. So I think to their health, to education, to nutrition and all that, we really need to, everything anyway still boils down to self-development.
Alright guys, that's all on today's show, Voice of the Girl Child. Guys, thank you very much for coming on the show. I'm grateful. Thank you. Okay guys, make sure you like, you comment and you subscribe so you can get the next video that will be coming in. So that's all for today on Voice of the Girl Child.
Bye.